All right, folks. Nice Saturday afternoon to you, March 30th. It's about, it's darn near 2 o'clock p.m. There's no such thing as a boring afternoon or an off afternoon. You can always dream up something. But today, we're doing some pretty good bale hauling. Reason being is we're starting to see some warmer days. I have to take advantage of a big freeze up at night. I should have done this a little bit earlier, but the ground is still okay. We're actually having a pretty chilly day today. It's probably above freezing, but not by much. But then with the wind, it's one hell of a chilly day today. So you got to try and take advantage of days like today as far as making a mess with the tractors. Not only in the bale yard here, but that field that has my alfalfa baleage in it, that's starting to get very tricky. You try and hit it when it's frozen, especially in the mornings, and it's worth it in the long run. Goes without saying. So this is the bale yard. Significant difference from probably when you probably seen it last. This doesn't look like a whole lot of hay, folks, and to be honest with you, it's really not. But this hay that you're seeing is going to survive us until grazing season. Wow, a little bit of a brain skip there for a minute. I may hook onto a bale here, and then we'll take a real good look at the yard and have a talk. One hand. Jeez. They had to make a contest with one hand arm operating. So, let's step on outside. Wind's not too bad here. It's a pretty significant west wind we're having today, but of course this hill is blocking it, so yeah, good time to stop and take a little video here. So yeah, this is the bale yard. Big difference. We obviously, you can tell yourselves, we had bales all the way well up to there. You can see where the lines all stopped. So yeah, what you see here left will take us through grazing till grazing season, just barely. I touched on a later video. At that date that I made it, we needed about 150 bales. We got about 175. Now that's these, a line behind the barn, and I even counted end cap bales for baleage. There's about 20 of those floating around, 15. That's everything, folks. So, yeah, I haven't been able to see my culti mulcher for 3 months. Good sight to see. The top of the hill is really melting too. It's almost all bare right now, which is good because the cows are getting kicked up there when it's sufficient. Not only kicked up there, but that's where we feed. That's where we feed the corn silage here. Hopefully in about 3 weeks is a pretty tall order, but maybe about another month, I hope. But yeah, she is pretty soupy down here, and it gets like that every year. This nice angle is worth its weight in gold here to have a bale yard. But in the spring, every little pocket obviously will fill up with a little moisture, as you can tell, you know, all the ruts right there. And it's not too bad, not too bad. This drive right here obviously gets really nasty. Pretty lucky to have this bale yard right here. It's protected from the west, which is where our horrid weather comes from. And on a slant, it's just, I don't think you could ask for almost anything better. I can tell you this right now, this year you're going to be seeing bales. We're going to be seeing the most amount of bales ever stocked here this year. I'm undecided if I want to do a stack operation, a 3-2-1, 3 bales, 2 bales, 1 bales with a tarp. I played hell with those tarps, and I bought the fair good ones at about $160, $170 a crack. I think I got 2 of them that are in halfway decent shape. I'm not going to tell you how many I bought. I haven't decided yet. I can't see stacking bales and not tarping them. I know some people do. I personally can't see it. Unless I can get my hands on some what we call paper mill tarp felt. It's basically for building roads. That's some very strong, durable stuff that lasts. I don't know if I can get my hands on any of that stuff. To be honest with you, filling this bale yard up complete, and then what I call insurance rows out in the field will probably be my ticket, folks. And yeah, I need to put a real mad science to my bale needs before the year starts. Right now I can almost promise you, and this is without thinking about it, I need to have stacked at least 400, if not better. We'll see. But I'll be making a lot of baleage this year as well. You know, all the sorghum. And then I'll be making double the amount of alfalfa. So we'll see what happens. Our dry down continues to be picture perfect with these freeze ups at night, the high winds. It's really saving our butts. You know, even though we got a little bit of mess around here that you can see, it could be awful, and it's not awful. We're very, very lucky right now. So, if I'm not mistaken, the future forecast calls for next Sunday to be 51 degrees. And I don't think it's dropping under 45 at night. I'm gonna have to say that's gonna be the beginning of muck season, true muck season. So, yeah. Well, let's waste a little time here, I guess. We'll take a trip to the farm. I'll take you with me, and then I gotta get going. No more of this jibber jabber. I got some new parts in today from the local Pat's dealer. I ended up ordering 10 new flights, paddles, whatever you want to call them, and I believe a count of about 30 new links. Hold on here a second, folks. Not only did he come and deliver the parts, but we took a walk outside the barn and put our heads together, and he is the master about what's needed to save the barn cleaner, the discharge end, from the wall outside, everything outside. As you can see, if you keep up with the videos, it's not good, and it has to continue. That's the choice I made, to keep using the barn. So anyway, long story short, The entire chute system needs to be replaced. That's a given. He has deemed the entire motor end, we'll even call it transmission end, very, very salvageable. He was actually highly impressed of how good a shape it is. So that's the route that's going to be taken. He's already called me up and given me a true price quote on the entire chute system, including a few other things. And it did take me by surprise. I was thinking the worst. It's not awful, we'll put it that way. So I can guarantee you that is going to be a job for September, October. It has to be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want to continue operating inside that barn one way or another, so that's that. It's some good news, pricey news, but good news. But I guess if you want to play, you got to pay. I used to hate that saying, but there's really no other way to put it. Let's go ahead and try and stack this one-handed. Oh, we can do it. Wow. Sometimes you just got to impress yourself, folks. That's my humor for today. Folks, big happy Saturday to you. Hope everything's going okay. Everything's all right here. I'm starting to get kind of antsy. Not only antsy, but a little bit nervous for the year. You know, time is ticking here. And this is going to be a monster of a year for us, for me, and this farm. And I think it's healthy to be a little bit nervous about it, be a nervous Nelly, and have all your ducks in a row times 10. I think that's a healthy thing to do. That's kind of where I'm at here. Starting to get a little, I think some people call it anxiety. I don't know. Whatever. So I got to get going. We'll talk to you folks sooner than later.